So we have got two signs for potential low demand for NIO vehicles, and let's quickly discuss them. The first one is about this video which I retweeted yesterday, which shows the JAC NIO plant and lots of parked vehicles outside. So great drone footage finally from the vehicle manufacturing side. And people also in the Patreon community have been asking, waiting to be delivered or waiting for missing battery chips, about the Hefei video that is circulating. This second indicator for low demand might be that NIO says today that they have no plans to raise the prices at these times, while XPeng and Tesla have just raised their prices. So for the first topic around this video and the production of NIO vehicles and those being parked outside of the factory, I would say, well, yes, this might be an indicator that lots of vehicles are actually being parked outside there and may not be ready for delivery or haven't been delivered. That might be one take. However, if I look at this video again, these are maybe not really thousands of cars, although they look impressive, but in actual terms, that might be around hundreds of vehicles. And remember, this is just one of the first drone footages that we actually got from the plant outside up and running. And this may be just pretty much daily normal there, that lots of these cars are parked outside waiting to be delivered. And so this is nothing unusual. If we look at the Tesla Gigafactories, we have similar footage, lots of cars being parked outside. And I remember how Tesla Q back in the days, 2019, also used similar footage for the argumentation that actually Tesla is not doing well, and the fact couldn't be further from the truth. So actually, yes, there may be vehicles in those parked vehicles fleet there which are waiting for a chip or something like that in order to be ready for delivery. However, the more likely reason here is actually that this is just business as usual, and the cars are just simply parked outside of the factory for a couple of days until they are getting onto a truck, onto a trailer, and delivered and sent somewhere else in the country. So, well, not sure if this really is an indicator for low demand. Regarding the news of the price increases, well, of course, this might be an indicator that NIO doesn't have the abilities to raise prices, because if they would raise prices, then they would have less sales. That would be a negative take. However, I also just made a video when the nickel prices surged, and I mentioned that actually, well, NIO has some of the highest ever sales prices already today. And that's not because they cannot lower their prices, but rather because they achieved the positioning as a premium to luxury vehicle maker, because they have these great qualitative cars, they have this extended network, they have this huge branding, and accompanied by things like NIO Life, the NIO houses and such. And this gives them also, well, less pressure if there are price increases due to resources conflicts and stuff like that. And one more reason really to take into that here is that the batteries by NIO largely are actually not sold directly to the customers, but rather to the battery asset management company directly. So in that management company, you have stakeholders like CATL, so the battery producer themselves, but also some other investors, and NIO also having a stake in the company. And this gives them also some control over the prices, because basically they could also say like, well, we continue to buy the batteries at the same price that we have previously bought them from you, and then we'll carry on those price increases over some changes to the subscription model that we are actually rolling out to the consumers. So first of all, you can take those price increases and split them over all of the subscription fees over the monthly period or yearly periods even, and therefore it may not have this large impact on the actual price from the views of the battery asset management company, and thereby they may not have the pressure to actually put the pressure also on NIO's price there, and this may give actually NIO some buffer there. However, in general, we have lots of supply restrictions still. We have the lockdowns in Shenzhen, we have issues around Ukraine, we have issues in Europe. We have generally more demand for batteries, for the input materials and such, and so there might be implications actually for the margins, and we'll most likely hear about that in this week in the earnings call, and actually see also the implications on the margins so far from the previous months. So yeah, the no price increase is not necessarily an indicator for low demand. It could be, maybe they don't have the pricing power. Yeah, there might be an argument. On the other hand, from a consumer perspective, it is also quite a bullish factor for actually opting for a NIO now, because that's the only company that hasn't increased the prices. And so it makes them appear more steady, cheaper, if you will, and that will, or more as a bargain, I would say. So these are those two factors regarding low demand. What do you think? Is it low, or is it actually how I outlined here, that this may actually be just business as normal and NIO just may not be as impacted? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.